Do you think it's cute when your cat curls up in the sink? What if I told you that in some cases, it could be an alarming signal that you can't ignore? We're used to seeing it as a funny quirk, but veterinary behaviorists are sounding the alarm. It turns out that this behavior can hide something much more serious than just the desire to lie down in a cool place. It could be a cry for help, a sign of chronic stress caused by threats in your own home that are invisible to you. The reason your cat is choosing cold porcelain over a cozy bed might not just surprise you, but truly shock you. Let's figure out where the line is between normal and dangerous. Let's start with the most obvious explanation, the one that's right on the surface: temperature. Cats have a higher body temperature than we do, around 101.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So on hot days or in stuffy apartments, they instinctively seek out cool spots. The smooth, cold surface of a ceramic sink or a cast iron bathtub is the perfect reverse radiator, helping them to efficiently release excess heat and cool down. This is completely normal behavior for a healthy animal. But what if your cat seeks out the coolness of the sink even during the cold season? It's not just about the coolness, but also the shape. The perfectly rounded curves of a sink create a sense of security, literally hugging the cat from all sides. This shape reminds it of a nest, of its mother's warmth, of the time when it was a tiny, defenseless kitten. In this unique cocoon, the cat feels sheltered from the outside world, protected and calm. It's their personal fortress, their comfort zone. But sometimes the desire for such isolation might not be about seeking comfort, but about a need to hide. And this is where we come to the first truly alarming reason. A sink can become not just a cozy nest for a cat, but a real refuge from stress. If a new pet or a small child has appeared in the house, or you've simply rearranged the furniture, this can be a source of great anxiety for your cat. It will look for the quietest, most secluded, and, in its opinion, safest place to hide from the frightening changes. Think about it. Has anything happened in your home recently that could have disturbed its peace? We shouldn't forget about the predatory nature of our pets. A sink is usually located at a convenient height, turning it into an ideal observation post. From this point, a cat can monitor the entire room while remaining unnoticed. This gives it a sense of superiority and control over its territory. It is the queen on her porcelain throne, surveying her domain. But what if, from the height of her throne, she isn't just watching, but waiting? Many cats are true connoisseurs of running water. A stream from the faucet seems much fresher, tastier, and more interesting to them than water in a bowl. It moves, it murmurs, it shimmers in the light, awakening their hunting instincts. Therefore, a cat might sit in the sink for hours waiting for you to open this magical spring for them. A harmless quirk, right? However, an increased interest in water can be a symptom of very serious diseases. And this is the second medical red flag. Insatiable thirst, known as polydipsia, is one of the classic signs of conditions like chronic kidney failure or diabetes. Your cat might be spending more and more time by the faucet not because it's a gourmet, but because its body is desperately trying to compensate for fluid loss. If you notice that your cat is drinking much more than usual, it's a strong reason to contact a vet immediately. But thirst isn't the only medical symptom that might draw a cat to the bathroom. Imagine that an animal has a fever or is experiencing chronic pain. In such a state, its instincts will tell it to seek relief on a cold surface. The coolness of the ceramic can soothe inflammation or simply dull the pain, providing temporary relief. In this case, the sink becomes not a place of rest, but a kind of analgesic. Observe your pet's behavior. Has it become more lethargic, apathetic, or has its appetite changed? There are also more subtle, psychological reasons. The bathroom is a place where the scent of a beloved owner is concentrated. Soap, shampoo, toothpaste, your bathrobe. All of these are saturated with your scent. For a cat that is strongly attached to you, the sink becomes a place where it can literally immerse itself in your smell, feel closer to you, and calmer, especially when you're not at home. But what if the cat is using this place not to remember you, but to get your attention? Cats are incredibly smart manipulators. They quickly learn that the sink is a place you are guaranteed to visit several times a day. If a cat is lacking your attention, it will simply occupy this strategically important object. You won't be able to wash your face or brush your teeth without noticing it, and of course, you will pet it, talk to it, maybe even shoo it away. Any interaction is a victory for it. But what if, in this way, it's trying to tell you something more important than just boredom? Any changes in the usual routine can cause stress in a cat, which it will try to relieve by secluding itself in a safe place. A neighbor's renovation, loud noises from the street, even your own emotional tension. Cats are very sensitive to all of this. The sink in a quiet bathroom becomes an island of stability in a changing world for it. A place where everything is the same and nothing is threatening. But what other invisible threats might be lurking in your home? Finally, we cannot exclude the territorial aspect. The bathroom is a crossroads of all the scents in the house. By leaving its own scent in the sink, the cat is, in a way, staking its claim on this important territory. It mixes its scent with yours, creating a unified family scent that reassures it and strengthens its sense of belonging to this house and this family. This is a subtle but very important ritual for a cat's psychology. Now, knowing all these reasons, how can we distinguish the normal from the pathological? The key to the puzzle is context. If your cat occasionally lounges in the sink on a hot day and its behavior is otherwise unchanged, that's normal. But if it has started spending most of its time there, has become apathetic, is drinking a lot, has lost its appetite, or is hiding from you, that's a cause for concern. A sudden and obsessive desire for the sink almost always signals that some changes have occurred in your pet's life, either physical or emotional. So, let's sum it up. A cat's love for the sink is a multifaceted phenomenon that can be driven by anything from a simple desire to cool off and feel secure to serious medical problems and deep-seated stress. Our job as caring owners is to be observant and not dismiss our pet's strange behaviors. After all, what seems like a funny quirk to us could be a silent cry for help. Does your cat love to sleep in the sink? Share your stories in the comments. We'd be very interested to read them. And of course, if this video was helpful for you, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss new episodes. Share this video with other cat owners. This information might be very helpful to someone. In our next video, we'll talk about why cats need us with their paws. Don't miss it.